Hello everyone. I wanted to take a minute and demonstrate how to add source roots to PhpStorm when developing plugins for PocketMine-MP. Before we get started, let's talk about tips that are displayed when you first start PhpStorm. Tips will help you discover additional functionality in the environment while you are learning to use it, and these tips can help speed up the process of developing your plugins. It's a good idea to read them while you can. The tip that's on the screen talks about code completion, and we're actually going to use some of this today. Here I've started a PHP project that's targeted towards a plugin with a couple of very basic framework pieces, but we need to add some other things to get started. So if we tried to add anything from the PocketMine source, you can see that no code completion is working on its own, and this is because the source root for PocketMine's source code has not been added yet. So to do this, the first thing you have to have is a copy of the source code from GitHub. So this is the GitHub page for PocketMine-MP, and we'll have a copy of the link in the description below. So if you click the green button for clone or download and then select download zip, you'll get a download of a zip file that needs to be extracted. You need to extract that anywhere on your computer that PhpStorm is going to be able to access it. So here I have my GitHub folder, and inside my GitHub folder I have the project folder that we're currently working with, and then I've extracted the source code to its own folder. Notice I didn't put it inside the project folder. There are reasons for that, but for the most part, for now, it's a good idea to keep those things separated. So we go back to PhpStorm, and we're going to add that source code as a source root. So to do that, click File, then go to Settings. Now on the left of the settings page, select Directories. In the middle, you're going to get a listing of anything that's in the currently selected content root, and at the moment the only content root that we have is the project files themselves. So we're going to click the button to add a content root. You'll see here we have the GitHub folder that we extracted to and the folder for the PocketMine source code. Inside that is a folder called src, and that's the folder that we're going to want to add. So click on that, click OK. You see it'll be added to the list on the right hand side. So click that item for the PocketMine-MP master/source. It'll show you a listing in the middle of all of the things that are part of that folder. Up at the top, click the Sources button. You'll see this show up over here on the right hand side, and then click Apply and OK. Once you've done that, you'll notice on the left hand side of your project files that you have a source root show up that is the source code for the PocketMine server. So now if we attempt to use code completion, we can see that it's starting to fill in for us. In addition to that, we've gained a couple of additional features that wouldn't have been possible without having this as a source root. So anytime that you're creating a plugin, your plugin is going to be an extension of the plugin base from the PocketMine source. So we extend plugin base. And you see I haven't typed the whole thing out, but it's already given me the listing for this. It even shows the location for where that is at in the listing there. So if we press the tab key or double click on the one that we want, it adds the name in for us at the place where we were typing, and it also adds in the use statement that matches having that item added in. That's going to save you loads of time in filling in all of the routine code that would be necessary for pulling in all of the parts that you're going to be using from other places. And this doesn't just work with the source code for PocketMine, but once your plugin starts to develop more files and folders in its own places, this will work with your project as well. So that should be it. At this point, you should have a working source root for the PocketMine source code, If you've got any questions, leave it in the comments below or get in touch with me on Discord. Thanks.